So on top of COVID right now, we also have to be on guard for cold and flu season. Naturopathic Dr. Kate Rhéaume joins us with some ways to bust common cold and flu myths. Good morning.
Good morning.
So can I just ask you anecdotally, because of all the hand washing that we've been doing and all the distancing, have you noticed, like I haven't had a cold yet this year. I want to knock wood for that one.
I was just thinking about that this morning. I haven't been sick in at least a year, maybe.
Yes.
So it does show the difference that those steps take. Because it's not just preventing one virus, it's preventing the spread of all the kinds of viruses that tend to make us sick in the wintertime.
And you think about when the little kids went back to school, there weren't any stomach bugs that came back for the most part, right? So it's something's working there.
Yep.
Yes, yes.
Definitely.
So let's start off with myth number one about an apple a day.
Well, so we've all heard that old an apple a day keeps the doctor away. And in fact, apples, onions, broccoli, I've got a few foods here. There's a number of plant-based foods. They all contain a compound called quercetin. This is a vitamin-like molecule that in fact may be one of the key benefits to the Mediterranean diet, its effect on the blood vessels, for example. But that has also been shown to have some benefits against wintertime viruses like cold and flu bugs. And so in fact, maybe not just one apple, but all of these types of plant-based foods taken together would fall in the fact category. And so, loading up on those at this time, or visiting your local health food store for a high absorption quercetin supplement to balance out the kinds of other nutrients that we know help support a healthy immune response would be, a smart thing to do.
Okay, myth number two, taking chicken soup to help with your cold. I like this one.
I love this one, and believe it or not, it's been studied. They've done research about this, and it's a fact. Chicken soup will help to relieve symptoms of the cold, things like nasal congestion, for example, better than just, say, hot water or tea. And of course, homemade is best, but they've compared even grandma's recipe to canned soups, and those seem to have the ability to remove or help alleviate these types of cold symptoms. Chicken soup contains an amino acid that helps to break up and thin mucus. And so, in fact, it does a better job at relieving those symptoms than any other hot beverage.
Okay, I'm told we've got about 90 seconds left. We want to make sure we get these next one. Vitamin D and other nutrients, can they help out with a cold?
Absolutely. We know that vitamin D is so important for the immune system. We have vitamin D receptors right on the cells of our immune system. And studies have shown that if you're low in vitamin D, which is very common, getting your vitamin D levels up will cut the incidence of upper respiratory tract infections in the winter by half. So it makes a huge difference.
Okay, so that's before you even get a cold then. What about going out with wet hair? Will you catch a cold from that?
Absolutely a fiction. This one, even an old wives' tale, we might be able to call it, makes no difference whether you're going to catch a cold. Of course, you want to dress appropriately for the weather, but wet hair in the wintertime won't increase your risk of catching a cold.
And when we touched on at the beginning, we've heard over and over these last few months, hand washing with soap and water, your best defense.
Of course, this is a solid fact. We're all doing hand washing and doing it more often, but friendly reminder that how long you wash for makes a big difference. So whatever you have to do, whether it's counting, singing, to keep washing, get to that 20 or even 30 seconds, it makes a big difference versus just 5 or 6 seconds.
Okay, Dr. Rhéaume, thanks so much. We've busted some facts there, and hopefully knock on that wooden table there. You don't get a cold or flu again this season.
You as well. Stay healthy.
Thank you.